Now, when you go apply for a job, the first thing they ask you for is a resume. Why a resume? Because they want to see, do you have previous experience? To understand what kind of risk you're going to be to this organization. And do they put you in intensive training or light training? Now, when we say trust the experience of the potter, I want to know if this potter has done this before. And the potter here is God. So if I am going to trust God, I need to say, God, can I see your resume? Have you done stuff like this before? And God's saying, yes, Phil, I'm glad you asked me. Go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was formless and void. The Hebrew word there is the earth was ex nihilo, meaning that it was a dump. It had nothing. I am used to making something out of nothing. In the beginning means when nothing was there for me to work with, I work with nothing to make something out of nothing. So, Dr. Phil, I'm glad you asked me for my experience. Have I built anything before? I love people who try to tell you how to do stuff and they haven't done anything themselves. You can't question a builder unless you're a builder yourself. So God says, let me give you a little bit more of my resume. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. When I was getting ready to make man, I decided to take the most meaningless thing that you could have, and I'm going to make man out of that. Dirt. Dust. Now, what does dust do? Dust doesn't do anything significant but dirty your car, dirty your furniture. Are y'all with me? And create work for you. God could have made man out of cement. He could have made man out of aluminum. He could have made man out of wood. He could have made man out of rock. He says, I'm going to take something insignificant to make something significant, so that when you become significant, you give me significant praise, significant worship, significant adoration, because you are insignificant without my significance. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to walk you through this real quickly. Have you ever wiped down a table at your house, or a dresser, or a nightstand, and you didn't open the windows? Maybe a few hours later, you can see a layer of dust if you run your finger. Have you ever asked yourself, where'd that dust come from? Have you ever asked yourself, I didn't open the window, I didn't kick up any dust, I didn't vacuum, where'd the dust come from? Well, I got news for you. The dust came from you. You are the dust that you wipe off of your furniture, because your body gives off, you shed. And when you shed off what you're made of. Can I preach for 2 minutes? That's why no matter how much you wipe your collar, if you wear a white shirt and you have a little tan, a little melanin, no matter how much you put a collar, if you take it off, no matter how you scrub the back of your neck, by the time you take off that blouse or that shirt, you're going to have a line of dirt. Why? Because you put dirt on cloth. So why does God do this? God makes me out of nothing. So when I am standing with a bachelor's degree, when I'm standing with a master's degree, when I'm standing with a doctorate degree, when I have the title senior director or manager, I can get on my knees and say, God, I am who I am because of you. It's not unto me, not my own, not my... And so that's why if you go a couple of hours without deodorant, the dust starts to become funky. So am I going to trust this potter? Yes, I'm going to trust this potter because he has a background. He has a reputation of taking what is insignificant and making it significant. Do I have a witness in here tonight that God has taken out of the miry clay, out of the ghetto, out of the hood, out of poverty, and here you are standing. If he could take me out of that, he can take me out of what I'm in right now.